clear devices the author used to convey that. And looks like the answer is C.
And what is being repeated?
The second stanza, fourth stanza, fifth stanza.
All right, good job. And number 5. Who is number 5? Tanya?
How does the author make the point in his poem by explaining the current and personal connections and examples?
And what does that mean?
Because she was like telling how she feels and like other people feel like that way too.
Did everyone hear that? Can you repeat what Tanya said? Okay, so that means we need to stop talking and listen, because that was a great answer. Can you repeat it?
She was explaining how she feels and other people can feel the same way as she does.
Right. So she's talking about how she feels, and then she's talking about other people too, right? So that's personal and interpersonal connections. Great work. Number 6. Payne, did you take that one?
It's D because during the entire poem, she's talking about how she's alone.
But the question is, which is not it's not a theme. So why is D not a theme?
Oh, I didn't read.
You want me to think about that one? Because that was the original one. You want to try it? Let's hear it.
Cause just I picked D, but the narrative one is that not like
Why is that not a theme?
it saying that like you have somebody even though that like you feel like that you're out in the world alone, but you're not because you have somebody.
So what about? Okay, I see what you're saying, and I think that could be kind of like a spin-off theme. But the reason that D itself is not a theme, because we have to remember, and this is so important for our test on Monday. Theme isn't the topic; it's like the lesson that we're learning, right? So the theme isn't like the grandma or the grandpa or the narrator. It's not going to be how the narrator feels, but it's what we learn from that. So if an answer choice about theme is just talking about a specific character, that should be a clue that you really need to think about that answer before you pick it, because there's a pretty slim chance that the narrator being alone isn't something that we like, oh, today I learned that the narrator feels alone and that's what I'm going to apply to my life, right? The theme is like the lesson or the big picture meaning that we get out of these poems. So for time's sake, let's move on to number 7. You have it? Let's hear it. Let's go.
B, metaphor, change stuff.
And why is that quote a metaphor for change coming?
Because it's comparing two things I use one parents.
Okay, that's a metaphor. Good job. And the second part, what do these lines represent?
How the world's getting tougher and we all need to come together and be one and stop fighting.
And so these storms that are coming, what do those represent?
Change, like hired people trying to rule, trying to take over.
Yeah, like that is definitely something that could be it. Like these things are coming, and if we don't stick together, what will happen?
They take over.
They'll take over. Like we have to stop being so like all about me. And that's important for everything. Like we have to all work hard. Like you gotta put yourself on top, number 1 at the end of the day, you gotta work for your goals, but you need other people to do that, right? Like when you're applying to college, if you don't talk to your guidance counselor, if you're not like treating them with respect, they're not gonna wanna send off your transcripts or help you out or help you with your essays, right? Like we gotta help each other out. We have to respect the people that help us so that we don't end up all alone and totally out of luck, right? Okay, so take 10 seconds, flip the page. Quick. We're behind on time. Flip the page. Then read the prompt at the bottom under analytical response prompt. Take the next 10 seconds and read that. And I'm counting it in my head. it a super emergency? Alright, be very quick. But you still need to be getting a 4 on this response.
Okay.
So before we get started on the response, we're gonna just talk about one more time what a claim is and maybe a little simpler, more fun terms so that we can really make sure we're understanding that and can apply it to our lesson. So if someone asks me, what is your favorite Katy Perry song and why? Give evidence. What? The first part of making a claim, right, is like asserting it, like being like, this is my answer. So my answer would be birthday, right? So that's my answer. That's the first thing I'm going to think about. But the question is, why is that my favorite song? Y'all know that one? You guys know that song? Make it like your birthday every day. So I need to give some evidence for that, right? Like I can't just say this is my favorite song. So my first piece of evidence is going to be, I like the beat. Like I like how upbeat it is. Like I feel like I'm at a party dancing in my car every time it comes on, right? So my first piece of evidence is the beat. My second piece of evidence that I would use, why is this my favorite song, could be the tone. I could talk about the tone. I could use lyrics also. You could use lyrics. You could use anything you want. Like you could pick a lyric from like a line from the song, like make it like your birthday every day. I like that lyric because it's like fun and exciting, and I'm like helping making other people feel good, right? Like I like that about that song. Or I could say the tone, like Tanya said. This is my coach, Miss Delcourt, by the way, who comes and watches.
I've talked to you all before. I just have a quick question about claims. So which part is the claim and what you've written on the board? Just so I make sure I have it down.
The claim itself is that birthday is my favorite Katy Perry
Okay,
song.
can you write it for me so I don't forget?
Yes.
Thank you.
And I'm going to abbreviate Katy Perry with KP. So that's our claim.
Awesome, thank you.
My favorite Katy Perry song is Birthday. And then Miss Delcourt might be like, what? That's your favorite song? Why? And if I was just like, because it is, that's not like a good answer, right? I don't believe you. But if I'm like, because it has an awesome beat and the tone is so happy and exciting. And now she can't argue with me because she can't just be like, well, just because you said it doesn't make it right. I have two provable things, right? Like that's hard evidence. So let's take 20 seconds and talk with a partner. What is your favorite Katy Perry song? And why? Two pieces of evidence.
Yeah.
Okay, who do y'all want to use? What's your favorite song on the radio right now? And why? Talk with a partner. You have to give 2 reasons. Why? Oh my gosh. All right, you gotta back it up. You gotta back it up.
What'd you say?
All right.
Wiggle.
Okay, what's your favorite
Wiggle.
song on the
My favorite
radio?
song, so wiggle.
Okay, all right. Your favorite song, what's the claim? What's your favorite song on the radio? What's your claim?
My favorite song on the radio is Rude by Magic.
Rude. What's yours?
Mine.
What's your claim? You can be real in school.
Alright. Y'all know that my favorite song on the radio right now has to be Wiggle Wiggle by Jason
By Jason Derulo.
featuring Chanel.
All right, why?
Because it's a fun song to dance to,
Okay.
and the beat in it, like every time I'm like kind of sad, I just listen to that song and it helps me like get back to where my day was.
Perfect. 2 answers. That is a strong claim. Now I can never be like, man, why is this